And alright. Everybody get up, it's time to slam now. We got a real jam going down. Welcome to the Space Jam. Here's your chance to the dance to the Space Jam. Alright.
Hey,
Hello everybody!
Janet's
Welcome to the stream! My
Nothing
name
bad
is...
happened in between.
My name is... What it says right here. What it says right underneath me. Commander Lionheart! Back again with another brand spanking new episode of Mystery Movie Friends. Episode 11. Tonight, you will believe you can fly. You too! You! Out there, watching, hearing this right now, you will believe you can fly. To believe that they can
move
fly...
a little bit to the right, please.
No, it's
I
good.
believe I'm amigo.
Joining me tonight
There it is.
on my right, it's Mythos. And to my left, it's G. As you can see, now we are
As you can clearly
identified. As you can clearly see, we are now identifiable. Now you will know who each one of us is. And I don't have to keep saying who each one of us is. On the right side, it's Mythos. On the left side, it's G. Alright,
So
so,
redundant there, huh?
I mean, you are G. Anyways,
course.
ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Mystery Movie Friends, where we sit down to discuss, talk shit, and maybe review a movie. An old ass movie. Well, not that old ass. It's still old. It's as old as us. And also, the stream went to hell. Hooray! And it's back.
Sounds about right.
Hey,
Liberty!
Damn you, Chakasulu.
Ah, yes, Chakasulu from yesterday's
another
stream.
old-
But yes, gentlemen, we are here to discuss the 1996 cult classic, or just plain 90s classic. I don't know what to call this movie.
Call it 90s classic.
It's Space Jam.
You were
Because
the
come on.
Terminator.
And slam if you want to jam. That's how it happens. I watched it twice. I watched it 3 times. I watched it Friday, I watched it yesterday, and I watched it today. So
I just watched it once.
So
yeah.
no wonder you didn't need notes.
Here's the funny part. Ladies and gentlemen. I watched it 3 times, and
Oh god.
and I still don't know. I still don't remember. I've watched this. Okay, before we get to that, gentlemen, have you watched this movie before? Which, by the way, again, we're talking about Space Jam, the original one, because the new one comes out this week. Did you ever watch this movie? Mythos and G.
Yes.
I have.
Yes.
I did when I was
Yes.
a kid.
Okay. So John is the only one who had never seen this movie before, apparently. I watched it. I watched it a lot. Which, by the way, I watched it in English on Friday, in Spanish yesterday, and in English again today. And I can clearly say that the Spanish version is the superior version because you don't have to go through all of the horrible, not so great acting by a certain character in the movie. Which we will talk about. But
I have some facts
I
from
would-
the commentary.
I would agree with you, but he wasn't the only one.
I spent $30 on this steelbook because fuck it. I mean,
Yes.
John, that's on you.
Yeah, that's your fault, man. I told you I take no responsibility for you spending money like that. And besides, you didn't have to go for the steelbook. You went for the steelbook because nadie te manda.
Can you
but
really blame him?
I mean, I like I like this movie
Yes.
a lot as a kid, so I can't fault him. But I don't know, man.
I don't know. I feel like this movie was better by its when like when I was a kid.
Nostalgia.
It was better.
Yeah. Hey, Shadowbeast, how are you doing?
Hello, Shadow Beast. Welcome to the stream. I'll be having a grand old time. Yeah.
Welcome and good night.
Yes. It's
I mean, the movie's still good. The movie's definitely still good, but the acting,
Well-
as Lion said, yeah.
again.
Mm.
So here's the deal, and we'll get to the trailer in a minute here. Again, when I watched it as a kid, it was always in Spanish. I had the VHS, and it was in Spanish. If they put it in WAPA, it was in Spanish. So my whole life, I had watched this movie in Spanish. So, actually listening to it in English was interesting, for to say the least. Because you don't know. I mean, as a kid, you don't notice that shit, but listening to it in Spanish or watching it in Spanish, the voices won't match, and the acting also will not transfer directly, because it's not the same voice that you're hearing for coming out of the person's mouth. So you don't know if the person is necessarily acting good or not based on listening to it in a different language. Like, I mean, you could still tell by their mannerisms and shit, but not matching the voices is what I'm trying to say. So, as a kid, like Mito said, I really, really liked this movie, and I fucking loved it. Like, my grandmother, she knows that I loved this movie as a kid, and whenever it came up on WAPA and shit, she just wrote to me or told me that it was that they were showing it, because she knows how much I like it, or how much I liked it. So, do you know the voice actor for English? I have some of them here,
boy.
John. Don't worry.
I think Michael Jordan is voiced by Michael Jordan.
No, Michael Jordan is voiced by Michael B. Jordan, who was
Sorry.
a little kid at the time.
Not that sexy though.
But yeah, it was definitely interesting. I think that it's going to be the same thing. The same thing is going to happen for me with like these old Disney movies that I've watched only in Spanish, like Aristocats, The Sword and the Stone, Robin Hood. Those I have watched the hell out of them, and I've always watched them in Spanish. So when the time comes for us to do reviews of those, it's gonna be interesting, and it's gonna be weird for me because I am so used to just listening to the voices in Spanish and not in English. So it's the same thing here with these characters. Like the voices in English, like it was a little bit weird because I was still in the back of my mind there was this nostalgic feeling of listening to the Spanish voices. So just throwing it out there that one of the 3 times that I watched this movie in these past 3 days is the superior version to me, and it's the Spanish version. Because I'm so used to their voices in Spanish. Just throwing it out there, by the way. But let's see this trailer, which Mythos and G are probably sick of seeing this trailer already because I've used it to test out the audio settings for the stream before we began, and that's why we began late too, because I was trying to fix some audio shit. Couldn't get it done, so whatever. So this trailer has played like 10 times already. But this is the...
And it is the first time.
Okay, so it's the first time. So this is the theatrical theatrical trailer for Space Jam.
The world's greatest athlete, Michael Jordan, teams up with the world's best-loved cartoon character, Bugs Bunny. You won't believe your eyes.
Pardon me, Mr. Jordan. Could I have your your John Hancock?
What's going on here?
We need your help!
You heard of the Dream Team? Well, we're the Mean Team. Ready? Yeah! Doc.
Yeah.
You kick it in here. You go to the hole and dominate. We on defense.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa! I don't play defense. Warner Brothers presents Jordan.
Bugs
Bunny.
Special delivery!
Together, they just might save the world. Space Jam. You've never seen anything like it.
So, question for you two. Do you know how this came to be? How Space Jam came to be? I'm curious to know if you guys... If you guys know.
The same way Kingdom Hearts happens. Some drinking, somebody drunk.
Somebody got high.
Yeah. Jordan Bunny has to be
yeah, someone
ready,
would.
right? Maybe, John. Maybe. Just don't look it up on Rule 34, please.
Just don't Google it. Just please don't. So the way
it's
that
the commentary. Oh.
Yeah, I haven't watched the commentary, but I do know about this. So in the 90s, there were a series of commercials for the Air Jordans, and they, for some reason, were crossovered with Bugs Bunny, with the Looney Tunes. Like cross promotion, I guess. I don't know. So those commercials were so successful that they decided, hey, let's do a movie, because of course that's the next logical step. You make successful commercials and you make a movie based on those commercials, kind of, I guess. Which, by the way, yeah, I got them right here. I got the commercials right here. So that you guys can see what I'm talking about.
Brilliant. It's the best way to watch the movie. I just watched the movie.
Exactly.
Oh boy. Oh, $4.
What'd you expect? Elmer Fudd? Nice shot.
Interesting. Look.
This could be the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
That's all, folks.
Well, that's my line.
So there's another one before we actually proceed. What's this one?
Across the universe, people are asking, what fiend would steal Air Jordans?
Oh, goody! More Air Jordans for me!
Me too.
Isn't that lovely? Yeah!
Pebble Beach.
This is no way for a
Watching.
campus superstar to travel.
What the shoes?
And they're all mine.
Give me those Air Jordans.
No, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, no, yes, no, yes, no. Take these or else. That makes me
Of course, is the Martian. I forgot his name.
It's Marvin.
Marty the Martian, right?
Yeah.
Discreetly.
Is this the end of our heroes? Will they splatter on the court below?
If I'm not mistaken, he was always the one closer to killing Bugs Bunny.
Unsplattered air and hair Jordans.
Kind of.
Hey, made those went down. Hey, he's back.
League for our heroes. Wait, a giant
Nobody can see that.
equally giant eraser.
I'm here.
I smell trouble. I smell popcorn.
No, that's what was.
Better popcorn.
Get it while it's hot.
Get it when it's buttered.
Unsplattered.
G sounds like he's on fast forward. Yeah, we know.
With Bugs Bunny.
Our heroes have made the world safe for truth, justice.
And Mike's royalty checks from Nike.
That's all, folks.
That's my client.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
It says so in my deal.
Jeez, what a pig.
Yeah, John, we know about G's. Helium driven fast forwarding sounding thing tonight. We don't know what it is. We've tried
It's weird.
he's tried different mics. I believe it may be the internet, maybe. Doesn't matter. I think that it fits the episode very well because we're talking about Looney Tunes, and what better way to talk Looney Tunes than by sounding like a helium powered guy. I don't know where I was going with that. Anyways, so yeah, so that's how Space Jam was born because Michael Jordan crossed over with the Looney Tunes to promote the Air Jordans in a series of commercials, and I believe that the guy who directed these commercials is the same one who directed the movie. Who the false director of this movie, Joe Pitka. Why do I say false? Gee, why do I say false? Because you and I know, we know who the real director of this movie is.
Arnold Schwarzenegger?
No.
No.
Maybe.
Gee, he's full of shit. He's toasted. Double Toasted. Corey Coleman from Double Toasted is the true director of Space Jam, and I will not have any of this disrespect on his name by putting some guy named Joe Pitka as the director of this movie. I say. Anyways, moving on.
We know that it was Corey Coleman because he has said so many times in the.
I said it a
Show.
million times. Speaking of a million, this movie had a budget of $80 million. I
Fuck
think is that more than Mortal Kombat? What
that
was
would be a good question,
wait,
actually.
Wait a minute. That's more budget than Independence Day, by the way. Independence Day was 75 million. I still have it here in my notes. This one was 80 million. I think I may have the notes for Mortal Kombat here. Let me see. Mortal Kombat budget 18 million. The movie made a gross of
Couple of millions.
yeah, a couple. Gross of
One or two.
$230 million dollars. Also, the movie was released November
Yeah, it looks-
15th,
It looks
1996.
pretty good, the movie.
For the most part, it looks good.
It
I
doesn't look like
have-
shit though. Yes, especially in the part with Daffy and Bug.
I don't know. I think that the dog I think that is because it was dark. It was at night. That I don't think that the dog looked particularly bad. Where
It looked bad.
then I wasn't seeing clearly when looking at the dog, I guess. I will tell you what didn't look great. It was whenever human characters were in the Looney Tunes world. That's where I don't think that it meshed right. Specifically,
That's
in
where
the act-
power of the
All of the real world and Looney Tune world combination, everything was just focused on Michael Jordan because Michael Jordan looked good in the Looney Tune world. What else?
with the exception of the actual basketball court at times. You could clearly tell that he was in front of a fucking green screen. And like
Yes,
it was
John. That dog was 90% CGI.
like it was very clearly him in front of a green screen. Like I know it's impossible to make it. Although I've never seen Who Framed Roger Rabbit, so I don't know how they did it with that movie.
That is true, John.
Oh yeah, oh man, yes, the CGI
That
for that
looked bad.
Michael Jordan
That looked very bad.
for Michael Jordan in ball form was Jesus H Christ. That was not good.
it was nightmare. It was nightmare inducing. I remember as a child being afraid of that.
Oh yeah, it's
Being
never
turned
looked
into a
good.
ball. I can see that.
Yeah,
Like it doesn't look good. It didn't look good. It looked very horrifying. Like what else? What other part am I trying to remember?
When what's his name got flattened. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that one too, and then farted for 40 seconds. Yep, that was
Yeah.
definitely another one. I mean, no,
but
Stan.
that one wasn't
Stan-
so bad as the one that was Michael Jordan. As the one that
Yeah,
Michael
that's
Jordan.
what I was going to say. I was going to say that Stan getting flattened looked better than Michael Jordan in ball form. Which isn't saying much, but still, it wasn't as horrible. But man, it's back to these old movies, especially ones that you have maybe nostalgic ties to, and seeing them with fresh, grown-up eyes. And oh boy,
I mean, the
Oh, boy.
scene that I can say, it still holds up
Oh,
from nostalgia
of course,
to
John. Of
now.
course.
It has to be the Lola Bunny introduction scene. Let's be
I agree.
real.
John is literally saying the exact same thing. Though Lola though makes up for everything. Yeah, it's interesting because you know how a lot of people are like, "Oh, why are you complaining about Lola Bunny and shit?" You know, when the new trailer came out, where people were like, "Embrace it, John."
Just accept it. Be happy with acceptance, like myself.
Yeah,
I accepted it, and I am a very happy person.
you're a very happy furry. But when the trailer for the new one came out, there was a lot of people that were like complaining because of how she looked and shit, and a lot of people were like making fun of those people, saying that why would you why would you be attracted or whatever to a fucking bunny or whatever. You saw the movie. You saw that even they were trying to like when she entered, she was with like this sexy music. When she challenged Bugs, Tweety was like, "Ooh, she's hot." When they introduced her again in the basketball game, they were like the titillating or whatever forward of the Toon Squad or whatever the hell they said about her. Like, literally the whole movie was trying to make you like, look at her. Look at her. So, I don't know.
You know,
I
they wanted to go crazy with her when the scene that introduces her makes her jacket just instantly disappear.
Yes.
She walked from one scene to another, and one scene she had a jacket, the other one suddenly she didn't have a jacket.
Hey, it wasn't necessary.
Which it was a weird cut, but whatever.
It was a weird cut, but I'll allow it.
It wasn't a weird cut. It
One
was
thing
planned.
to say about the first scene
know,
on the movie when you get started. Oh yeah, it's not the first scene of the movie, but it's on the same thingy,
So,
kind of.
we got Agent Bilkins again for a third time in a row. We had him in Fast and Furious. We had him last week in Independence Day, briefly, and we had him again briefly as Michael Jordan's dad, which I already said this last week, but it bears repeating that he was back again for this week as well. He definitely had a contract.
And he'll be back.
Will he?
Most likely so, he'll be back.
No, he's not.
Maybe.
He can't be in the next movie that we're gonna watch. He couldn't have been in that masterpiece. I'm not gonna say what it is. Gee, shut up. We are not going to say what the next movie that we're going to review is, because I want to leave it as a surprise for me, though.
When I Believe I Can Fly started to play, I can't be the only one that instantly thought of Teen Terry and the Mega Man Legends Super Replay.
I didn't remember that, but that's nice. Isn't I Believe I Can Fly by Pedo guy? I forget his name. God, what's his?
Hero guy.
You know, Corey is always talking shit about him.
R.
God,
Kelly.
what's his? R. Kelly. Yeah. Right? It's him. I think it's R. Kelly. One of the songs in this movie was by R. Kelly, I think. I think it was this one.
That's a broad
But-
gap.
The thing is that this movie uses R&B 95% of the time.
Yeah, it's
that could
like
be that could be anyone. John says.
I'm pretty damn sure. Let me see. I Believe I Can Fly. Song by R. Kelly. Yep, it is R. Oh no. Keep Lola away from him.
We could,
Anyways,
we could, we could
the-
hear his pedo-ness in the voice.
Was it that one of the porn song when the guy was watching the girl play ball?
I have no idea what you're talking about,
Yeah.
John.
I have-
Anyways,
you lost
anyways, going back to the movie, the kid who played Michael as a kid was actually pretty good. I will say, I like specifically compared to Michael's kids, quote unquote kids in the movie. He was actually good. For that brief moment
Compared to
that he
everyone
was.
else.
No, just the kids. I'm comparing the kids. I'm not comparing everybody else. I'm always looking out for them kids and how bad they act in movies. So, and these kids weren't the exception. Thank God that they were just. It's interesting
Charles back
because
was it the basketball court and the girls called him.
oh, the Basketball Jones song. Yeah. I remember that song. which remind me about Charles Barkley later. But yeah, at the beginning, the kid was good, especially with Agent Bilkins there. They had some good chemistry. After the beginning, we get the intro.
We
How
get
long was
the
the
intro, which
How long was
is
the intro?
freaking- God, I just wrote here. Intro is longer than a Disney movie intro.
3 minutes. It was 3 minutes for the intro. It lasted from
Also-
3:26 to 6:26. Literally,
Also-
no, 3:15 to 3:26. I counted.
Also, epilepsy warning because there were some flashy images there. That
Oh, that's
actually
where-
gave me a headache.
Oh, that's where you saw the epilepsy stuff. Okay. I
Yeah, it
wasn't
was changing
sure.
so fast and like many images, and it actually gave me a small headache.
Interesting. Maybe it's because I've seen this movie so many times that I wasn't bothered by it. I don't know. But yeah,
When you get to
It
it,
was
play
a-
the scene with the aliens in the trench coat at the basketball game.
I'm trying to put scenes at a minimum. Last week I went overboard and put too many scenes, and I was not happy with with last week. So this week we're going old school and we're talking about the scenes and not showing the scenes. That's how.
There's an actor
Only
you might not know about.
there's an actor I might not know about. Tommy Wiseau was there. I am literally in that scene right now. I managed to get there. Need to play a shot of the man and woman. Doesn't need to be moving. Okay, I have
Yeah,
it
if
right
you
here.
recognize the woman.
So who is it,
I don't
John?
know what,
Because I
Are
Because
you
I
talking
don't-
about? Are you talking, John? Are you talking about the one, the guy that gets Michael's publicist, the one that gets Stan to work with Michael?
no, that's Wayne Knight.
Oh, that one.
The husband is Dan Castellaneta? Homer Simpson? Oh. Interesting. I didn't recognize. I was never gonna recognize him either way because he's mostly a voice actor. So, you know. Yeah, I know he's the
Also,
voice of Homer. I thought that it
have
was
here
the wife.
at 8 minutes 22 seconds feet fetish. Oh yeah. God.
8 minutes.
22 seconds.
I mean, there was a lot of feet fetish in this. I think.
Yeah, but this one is definitely
8 minutes, 22 seconds when they're still in Moron Mountain?
yeah. 8 minutes
Interest-
22 seconds. Is one of the aliens right there.
Me and listen. The customer is always right. The customer is always right.
Like, I don't know if you noticed it.
Also, the customer's always right is bullshit. As someone who works with customers, that is bullshit. They are not always right. Hell, they are never always right.
I mean, 99.99% they're not.
Oh wow! I actually hadn't noticed that he was licking his fucking feet. I hadn't noticed that. Wow.
Yeah.
See, this is why this show is great. These two notice shit that I don't.
Now there's another scene. There's another scene that I betcha you never noticed. And it
yeah,
is-
John. Yeah, yes, John. It's Danny DeVito who voices the Moron Mountain guy. Slash something. Slash Buckle. Slash Hammer. Slash Hammer. Feet guy. To Quentin
That
Tarantino
guy.
over here. Quentin Tarantino over here.
So on the baseball game, when the fat guy was going to talk to Michael, and he just
Mhm.
leans over and he falls, you can
Mhm.
actually see the freaking mattress for him to fall in. You can actually see it. It
Okay.
is at
Oh,
around
God.
11:40. Around 11:40, you can actually see this stupid freaking.
I mean, you look good when you strike out, man. When I strike out, man, it looks nasty.
G, you have a few words to say about the dog out scene, by the way.
Hi, Mr. Jordan.
Yeah.
Mr. Jordan.
Like when they do the far,
Let's see. What do I have in my notes?
like right there in that
Alright, I
scene,
don't have it in my notes.
shit,
you can
yeah.
actually see what
Yeah,
you can actually
you guys
see
are
it down.
you guys are probably not gonna be able to see it much because because this is, but it's right here. Yeah. It's you can see it.
They definitely tried to hide it.
Not enough, I guess. But G, the dog out.
I like to call that scene the ass kissing scene. Everyone compliments Michael on a strike. On a fucking strikeout. Why? It's not, and it's yes.
You know,
Yes.
it's Michael
Everyone says
Jordan.
something-
It's Michael Jordan, man. Like, it's
Yes, but still,
Alright.
bro, he was playing a baseball on a semi-professional level, and the catcher told him what swing here, and he didn't swing.
I'm pretty damn sure that that's illegal.
He swung.
I'm pretty damn sure that that's
Everything is
illegal.
Everything is legal in war, love,
course.
and baseball.
I mean, this movie does not abide by the laws of anything. So
No, I drew the logic.
Something you
Once the
might not
movie started, I
know,
just went to the-
most of the Bucks and
Went to
Daffy
the toilet
stuff
and drove
was
it there.
ad lib,
at lib
meaning
on the
done on the spot.
yeah. On the scene of the catcher telling him all the swings was real. That real happened to him.
Wait, so it happened? It actually happened? It's not part of the movie? Like, I mean, they reshot it, but meaning that it did happen to him in a baseball game. That the catcher was telling him what the pitcher was gonna do? Oh my.
I mean, that's
well,
about right.
I stand corrected then. I said that it was the movie disobeying the laws of anything, but I guess that it's just Michael Jordan being like Chuck Norris.
Believe me, I have a full family of baseball players.
Oh,
Baseball
boy.
games are fucking wild.
Oh Jesus H Christ.
That was based on the real thing.
So, you know, the movie's interesting because we have like, just like last week when we had Independence Day and we had like these diverging stories that then collided into one. We have two divergent stories here. We have Michael Jordan, who's retired from basketball and is now playing baseball, just like he told his papa that he was going to do. And then we have the aliens trying to kidnap the Looney Tunes. I think that for the most part, if not all of it, when both worlds are separated,
Some really wacky shit happened to him in his baseball time. I believe it.
when both things are separated, they are very good. Like, you know, the Looney Tunes dealing with the aliens is very good. Michael dealing with the baseball stuff and all that, he's doing a fine job acting in those parts with other humans. The problem lies where he collides with the Looney Tunes and he has to be in front of a green screen and just nothing is there and he has to act like something is there. that's where his acting just goes down the drain. In my humble opinion, I love Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan has always been my favorite sports player of all time and shit. I have a bunch of basketball cards still lying around somewhere of him. I love him. But we have to face the reality, and we have to face the facts, and we have to say he wasn't good.
Wait, John,
when
is that a real thing? Is that real lore?
No, don't pay attention to John. Not all.
Damn it!
That not all. Not everything.
Where's my damn Godzilla crossover with Bugs Bunny, please?
Isn't Godzilla supposed to show up in Space Jam 2: A New Legacy or something like that? I don't know. There's like a billion other references in that movie. Like,
This movie,
I'm sure that Godzilla.
So I bet they're gonna add as many shit as they can.
King Kong is King. I saw King Kong in the trailer for the new movie. I wouldn't be surprised if Godzilla showed up or something in the new movie as well. So we'll see. But yes,
Remember that back then Warner Brothers wasn't so big,
yeah.
but now the Warner Brothers has the streaming and the movies and all this.
Yeah.
They need to product placement somewhere.
Speaking of product placement, now that you mentioned product placement, aside from this whole movie being a gigantic product placement for Air Jordan, and Looney Tunes, I guess, I love the part where Stan tells Mike, put on your Hanes, grab your Hanes, put on your Air Jordans. We'll go grab a McDonald's, and he said 2 other product placements. Like in the span of 5 seconds, he mentioned like 4 or 5 product placement. I was like, "Yep, this is definitely a product placement movie." Like, by the way, Wayne Knight.
He said a Big Mac.
Yeah, he mentioned the Big Mac from McDonald's, and he mentioned 2 other things that I don't remember. I know that Hanes and Air Jordans were the other thing, but the other 2 things that he mentioned, I don't remember. Anyways, Wayne Knight, who, thank God that I looked up, because I was gonna come in here, G, and I was gonna pull a Martin, and I was gonna say Wayne Knight, who passed away, because I thought that he had passed away, but no, he's still alive and kicking. I was about to kill a man. I was about to kill a man. I don't know why I thought that Wayne Knight had died, but no, he's still alive. But Wayne Knight's pretty good. He's always great to see in these movies. He's also in Jurassic Park and shit. Most known for Seinfeld, I think. Even though I've never watched Seinfeld, but I know that he's there. Anyways. So he's here to Stan something. I don't remember his name. His last name, I should say. You know what scene I love? Of him and Michael Jordan. When Michael is in Looney Tune land and he shows up. And Michael opens his eyes real big and he's like, "Oh no. I thought I escaped this motherfucker." And he's there like, "Michael!" like he can't do shit without Michael. And I think that Michael was very happy to be kidnapped by the Looney Tunes just to get away from Stan. Like, just with that fucking expression of his, when he hears Stan's voice, he was like, "No, why? Why is he here?" Oh man, which part is it? I think that it's like after. Yeah, here. Let me see. Around here.
I mean, I would definitely do the same face, to be honest.
Exactly, Epic Gamer.
You guys are reviewing Corey Coleman's magnum opus today. Of course, it's it's Corey Coleman's movie, of course. No, we don't acknowledge Joe Pitka as the director of this movie. It's Corey Coleman. kcoolmans@gmail.com. Go over to dtmerch.com.
Hey.
Get some toasty goodness all over your body. Corey, call me, Corey. Pay me. But yeah,
We
This-
ain't getting shit.
look at his face. He's like, God damn it! I thought that I got
Oh,
rid of this
shit.
motherfucker. Ah, shit! I thought I finally got rid of this fucker. I love it. Like, I actually
Michael
think that
Jordan
he.
did had some good expressions.
Oh yeah, I actually do think that he really wanted to get away from Wayne Knight, like not the character but the actor, because this expression just screams like, God damn it, I thought I was free. No, nobody told me that he was on set today. Yeah, Michael has some interesting expressions throughout the movie. He breaks the fourth wall a lot, and I don't know if that was supposed to be intentional or unintentional, because he's always looking at the camera sometimes. Like when he tells Bugs Bunny, I'm a baseball player, and Bugs Bunny says, oh yeah, and I'm a Shakespearean actor, and he like looks at the camera like like uh-huh. Like I generally don't know if he was being serious or not, or like, you know, it was
I think
intentional or
he-
not.
I think it was serious. I think it was just part, not of the script, but at the same time,
They were
of
like,
course, it's
yeah,
Looney Tunes, they love breaking the fourth wall, so might as well.
yeah, yes. But he does look at the at the camera a lot throughout this movie. Like he does it way too many times, honestly. But
I have to say, this movie, even though it's like an hour and a half, it really
Yes.
moves very fast.
it moves
It
fast.
goes from
It's a short.
It goes from
it's
one
a
point to
short
another
movie. It is a
very
short
fast.
movie.
Yeah, I definitely appreciate the fact that it's a short movie. Like compared to
Yeah.
last week's 2.5 hours, I am very appreciative of this movie being this short of 1 hour and a half.
It's not like they have that much material to go on.
The young pitch
Yes.
of the movie was to have Michael Jordan to be a cartoon when he went to the Looney Tunes. Looney Tunes had that got vetoed. Yeah,
I
maybe
feel-
that's
I
why
f-
they're making the new one. Like they're making. Who
They
is it,
made in them no. In the new one,
Oh,
it's
wait, Shaquille
LeBron.
is-
God, I wish it
LeBron,
were
yeah,
Shaquille.
is-
God, I wish it were Shaquille O'Neal back from Steel and from Kazam. Oh, that would be great.
Yeah, that was
Sparky.
27 minutes.
Yeah, in the new one they make LeBron
They made
into a
LeBron-
cartoon version, but it's not throughout the whole movie. It's like very short from what I can gather from the trailer. I don't know if it would have had worked. I mean, maybe it's it would have been interesting to at least have seen like a cartoon version of Michael. But
They need to remake this movie and make cartoon Michael Jordan be actually like an anime character.
oh god.
I think there was a scene in the movie when the bad guy was actually telling him that he was gonna, if he lost the game, he was gonna work. at
Oh
Mormont.
yeah. They did do like some hand drawn part where they
Yeah, but
even
it's
give him like a mustache
really-
and everything in the in that
Yeah.
part. Yes.
All I
Yeah, I
can
don't
remember
know.
is I don't know if G knows about the anime, but it's like the God, what's the name of it? The basketball anime with the guys.
I know which one you're talking about. I don't remember the name, but I know what you're talking
did
about.
what?
John probably knows. John knows a lot about anime. Basketball anime. Oh,
Yes.
that's a good point, John.
You're
I
going to be
totally-
a slave seeing a black man being a slave.
that totally slipped my
Slam
mind.
Dunk. Yeah,
Slam dunk, yeah.
That's the one.
That totally slipped my mind. That that they showed Michael in chains, and he's a black man.
Oh
And,
yeah. Black man being a slave.
oh, I did. Wow, this is how much I damn. I
mean,
did
by
not.
the time.
Yeah. Do that
mean,
nowadays.
I mean,
Do
as
that
kids-
today.
As
Um,
kids, we would have never. Like,
No, as kids
Much
we
not
weren't. We never would have noticed that. Not at all.
To watch that a
Um,
couple of times. Ooh.
Oof. And I watched the movie 3 times, and I never connected the dots there. IQ?
But
Which one's
also,
Haikyuu? Yeah.
Epic Gamer and John, it is Slam Dunk.
No.
Just like Slam Dunk Michael
I think the
Jordan.
Haikyuu is volleyball.
Which one's the butt wrestling one?
uh, Keijo or something like that.
Yeah. No, yeah. Anyways, we're not here to talk
That's a
about.
serious sport.
We're not here to talk about.
It is.
We're not here to talk about butts. Oh wait, Mythos, you had in your notes something about butts.
There, I have on my notes. There is a lot of butts. Why they're showing butts? There's so much butts. God butts. And butts.
But
That's all
And not
my
the
notes.
And not the butts. They're not necessarily the same shots of the butt that we wanted to see.
Yeah, Kaio.
I mean, exactly. I mean, it's the Looney Tunes tend to do that a lot.
Yes.
They hit
But-
themselves.
Yeah,
in the
that's
Still.
typical. Like, I'm surprised because we saw the Daffy kissed his own ass.
Yes.
We are the property of Warner Brothers Inc. I'm shocked. I'm surprised because we saw the commercials for the Air Jordans, and you saw that Bugs did drag, and we all know that Bugs is just all about being in drag in the cartoons. Like, I'm shocked that we didn't see a Bugs dressed up as a female bunny in the whole movie. Like,
Yeah. I mean, they had Lola Bunny, so I guess.
I know,
That's-
but you know, they could have still maybe done something at least at the beginning before she showed up, like him dressing up as that and maybe deceiving the aliens or something. I don't know. It was just weird because I know how Bugs Bunny is or how they do Bugs Bunny for cartoons, so it was, you know, but yeah, I really like the Looney Tunes, like, in this. Like, they
Also-
were...
I have on my notes how the
Hmm?
how the dog got to the. God, my
Got inside the
How did-
house.
the dog
Without-
got to the top of the house, or on
Yeah.
the second floor.
Cartoon, man. Just cartoon. The thing about this
Yes.
movie is this movie has a story, which is Michael Jordan and Bugs Bunny team up to beat alien slavers. But this movie doesn't have an actual plot because everything is just
No, it does not.
scene, things happen, end. There is no actual.
I mean, there is a plot. The plot is you have to believe in yourself, and you can do many things.
You believe you can fly. Woo!
But the voice actor did a great job recreating the original voices. That is true.
The only one that I wasn't too hot on was Daffy Duck's voice. At least compared to the original Daffy Duck voice. Like, I don't know, his was the most off for me, personally.
You need a
Um,
little more of that.
Yeah, the thing is that they show
they-
like
They needed
small
more
clips.
spitting.
They did small clips of the old cartoons at the beginning when Danny DeVito's character is looking at the TVs. Like they show my favorite episode of Looney Tunes of all time, which is the Elmer Fudd one where Bugs is doing the massage thing on his head. That
Massaging
is
the head, yeah.
yeah. Yes,
very happy.
that is my favorite episode of
Bradley
Looney
Baker
Tunes.
did the voice of Bugs, I believe, aka the actor who does all the clones in Clone Wars.
Clone Wars, Bad
Right.
Batch, Rebels. He voices all of those characters and all of those. He's amazing.
Wow.
He like all of the clones are the same kind of, but they're all different as well. So he has to give them like different voices, especially now in Bad Batch, where he has to give like each character has a different sounding voice or different, variation of the same kind of voice. So he's pretty amazing. So Daffy was
They had
supposed
to
to have
tone
way
it
more
down?
spit. They had to tone it down. Oh man, the spit shine scene. Spit
Oh,
shine.
yeah.
No, you know which scene I liked from Daffy spitting when he said, "Wait, we have to go to 3D world," and he spit on the lens of the camera, like making like it made it seem like he was spitting on the lens of the camera. That I like that one.
It's a bit of a germ freak. That scene freaked me out, dude.
Oh yeah, the spit shine part was like, no, and then Taz says, lemony fresh, like
Yeah,
What?
lemony
What?
fresh, and I'm like, I don't think that's how it works.
No. But God, the scene where Bugs and Daffy have to go look for Mike's stuff, the shoes and the
Which is in the pants.
and the underpants, yeah. Those kids are. I didn't like those kids.
Cartoon
Like-
in the real world look better than the human in the Toon world. That is
Yes.
true.
Mostly because it was done. That part was done at night, though. So it was darker. They don't have to use as much shading and,
But
and
John-
shit to.
But John, then there's the dog scene. When
That
Daffy
is
opens
true.
the door, and the
That
dog
is
is there holding the
true.
freaking trousers. Oh god, that scene is still so bad.
Yeah.
Doesn't Daffy talk about did they get any money?
Oh yeah.
Or-
Yeah.
or
Yeah, they
something
say,
like that.
those toys and memorabilia that they sell on
Those were
TV
like
of us.
shit.
Have you ever seen any of that money? And Daffy's like, not a single cent. Man, we better change our agent. He's ripping us off. And what was the other line, G?
Oh, God.
You told
Oh,
me that there were like a lot of
Yeah.
Disney references. I only
There was a
remember
lot of.
the one that I told you about.
Yeah, it is the worst
Believe
looking
that-
part in the movie. That dog is horrible.
Yeah, G?
I believe that the entire creation of Moran Mountain and the Mafia boss, I think that that's mostly commentary on Disney, trying to own everything and being like in control of
Oh.
everything that is made or
Oh.
something.
I remember.
If you,
God,
if you,
Interesting.
if you think about it, Moran Mountain is an amusement park. Then you have the other guy who's
Yeah.
like saying, you have the business guy who's complaining that the clients are like saying, no, we cannot have kids say that it's always the same thing. We something new, something entertaining, and then they look at the Looney Tunes and they're like, ah, that's the thing. We're gonna get them, whether they want to or not.
Yeah. That's an interesting
Yeah,
observation.
John.
I believe that in the scene of when Daffy and Bugs are going to Michael's house to get his things, I don't know if it's Bugs Bunny or Daffy Duck that says something along the lines, well, that's really Mickey Mouse thing to do.
It's when it's when they're coming back from Michael's house that
Yeah, when they're going
Daffy
through the golf golf course.
Daffy says we should name ourselves the Ducks, and Bugs says God, something Mickey Mouse Operation or something like that. I'm right
Something
there
like
on the
that.
scene, so let me see if I can. Let me see if I can.
What kind of Mickey Mouse organization would name their team?
The Mickey Mouse Organization.
It's just a suggestion. Oops. You and me both, brother.
Like, this is the one that I did caught because they literally said Mickey Mouse. I hadn't
Yeah.
caught on the.
What kind of Mickey Mouse organization would name their team the Ducks? So
What kind of Mickey Mouse organization would name their team the Ducks? Which I think that it's also. Are the Ducks the Mighty Ducks?
It's a jab at the Mighty Ducks, because I believe
Okay.
that the Mighty Ducks actually came the same year, I believe, or a year later or a year before. I don't know. I just know that it was a jab directly at the Mighty Ducks.
Yeah. So we skipped a lot. We didn't talk about Bill Murray, by the way.
Thank goodness.
Oh, we haven't skipped a lot of anything. I mean, Bill Murray's there, and we all.
Why,
It's
Mythos? Did you not like Bill Murray?
No.
But he's a comedic actor. He's supposed to make you laugh. I will say I liked when he showed up at the end, and Danny DeVito was like, "What is Dan Aykroyd doing here?" I never understood that as a kid. Now as an adult, I'm like, I understood what you did there.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah. Yeah,
I mean,
you did say something
at all
about
the-
Bill Murray. Let me see if I can find it. Go on, G.
At all the scenes that Bill Murray appears, I'm like, wow, well, Bill Murray appears. 'Cause he's not acting; he's just being himself.
Yeah, I mean,
It's just-
he literally doesn't have a name because it's Bill Murray as Bill Murray. Like, John said, I'm gonna read is the comment that he made earlier. Funny thing about the golf scene, Bill Murray was only supposed to be in the golf scene. He had so much fun, he wanted to come back for another part of the movie. Bill and Mike are good friends too, so that's why he said. That's why when Daffy asks him, how did you get here? He was like, oh, I asked the producer to let me be in the scene. Like, obviously that's a fourth wall break, but
Yeah.
Mike,
It's just letting you know that they are self-aware that this is a crazy movie.
yeah,
They are self-aware that they're not supposed to go to take this seriously, basically.
you're not supposed to take this movie seriously, man. This is just
They
A, it's a big commercial,
They never
and
take it
B,
seriously.
it's loony. So it's a Looney Tunes movie. What do you expect, Shakespeare?
Oh, I have
Um,
here Deep Voice. Yeah, when the NBA players who lost their power or their
Mhm,
talent
mhm.
are going through different checks and everything, and there's this very deep voice saying stuff, and I was very uncomfortable.
So that's what John was saying earlier about the Charles Barkley scene, where he goes to play with the girls, because it's I think that's part of a song, which is Basketball Jones. And like they match the yeah, like with what
Yeah,
was
I
happening
was
in the
like-
movie. Oh man, when the therapist, I think that was when the therapist was asked, he was having like problems with his thing getting up, and the
It
move and
sounds
the
like
song
porn music.
and
Okay,
the
I get you now. I get you now.
and the song literally said yeah, and it was like no.
I got to be honest. The scene with the 3 NBA players that bounce their head with the freaking
Oh
silly
god.
thing still gets me. It still makes me laugh. I hate it.
I mean,
It's so freaking
it's
funny.
like-
It's dumb.
it's like they didn't just lost their talent; they also lost their intelligence.
yeah.
Now they're going morons.
Yeah, it's kind of like I think that that's interesting that you say that, G, because if you recall, the aliens come from where? Moron Mountain. So it's almost like instead of them taking their powers or their talents, it's that they swap themselves or how they are with the humans, making the humans morons, and they become the superstars.
I mean, it makes sense.
If you think about it, it kind of does.
Totally makes sense.
I do want to ask you guys, because we have that initial scene where Charles Barkley and the other one get their talent stolen, and
It
then
doesn't
we
work.
have a lot of these other scenes with the basketball players. Did you guys like those scenes? Because honestly, I kinda could have done without those scenes. Like
Wait, what scenes?
the ones where they are like getting the whole MRI, the MRI
Oh, the one
and scans and
the-
shit, the
Yeah,
therapy
part of
and all
the-
that.
of the freaking porn music thingy. Gotcha.
Yes, all of those scenes with all the basketball players. Like,
I mean,
I mean,
yeah, I would definitely like take most of them out. I would keep the one with the fortune teller because that was actually a very good scene. I got to be honest. That was funny.
I see
She
Bugs Bunny
literally explained
playing
the
with
whole
Michael Jordan.
plot before that scene, and they're like, "I'm just going
This
somewhere else."
is a whole lot of bullshit. I don't believe none of this. Come on, let's go take some acupuncture or whatnot.
Yeah, the acupuncture and all that. It's like that was actually a good scene. I like that scene.
Well, to me,
I don't know,
they could have done away with the scenes where they were not talking, because when they were talking, they were expressing then how they were dealing with not having their talents and whatnot. But the scenes where they are actually getting scanned, examined, and doing tests or something like that, that was one.
Yeah,
I could've done without them.
Yeah, they could have done without those scenes of the therapy thing. Like the ones where I had the therapy where they keep cutting back to the same scene of them. The one where Midos mentioned that they bunked the frame of the door, or the one where they're in wheelchairs. I think that those ones they could have cut. I don't know. It's not that they dragged the movie or anything. It's just that I found them unnecessary, honestly. Because again, this movie moves quite fast. Like this movie barely gives you time to breathe, anyways. So I guess that they maybe put those to give a little bit
It's
of breathing
time.
room. Yeah, breathing room. But I think that we didn't have to be cutting so constantly to them, though. I don't know. Just maybe show, because they at one point, like, they show one of the guys getting therapy, immediately showing the other one, and immediately showing the other one. They could have, like, instead of doing that back to back to back, they could have shown one, then later showed the other one after a couple more scenes with Michael in Looney Tunes World and whatnot. and then another one, maybe like that. I don't know. But I also want to say that, you know, I am appreciative maybe of those parts because I can definitely see a world where this movie would have had those damn Michael Jordan kids for more time than they were on screen. Like,
that is true. Those kids.
it's a 90s movie, and you know that in these types of movies, they always want to put the damn kids front and center. And thank God they never did. Thank God that it was like focused on Michael and Bugs Bunny constantly all the time. Like, oh, we had Stan, so they could have also cut to like Stan still doing the whole trying to dig the hole thing, which they did still. But yeah, they're in an alternate timeline. I can definitely see like this movie being ruled more by kids, and I'm glad that they didn't do that here. Like they had restraint because a lot of this is a kids film, and a lot of these kids films usually have like a lot of kid scenes or kids front and center. So I'm appreciative that they focus on one thing. I will say, again, going back to the pacing and shit, they got to the fucking basketball game real fast. Like you guys were saying, this movie just took no breaks whatsoever. Like it was,
And
we
thank
start
God
with
it
him.
doesn't.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know why? Because I have apparently the new one is 2 hours and a half. 2 fucking
God.
hours and a half. Why, I ask? Why? Like,
Ow.
I'm not looking forward to it. But
I don't have to watch
That
that
is
one,
a lot.
right?
no, you don't. You are saved
free.
for now. For now. maybe if it's
From now to-
really bad.
From now to 2031.
Yes. Probably, yes. For now, by the way, the stream has gone to shit. It's completely red. It's dropped to 0. And it's back, I think. Maybe.
Oh,
No? Nope, back to 0.
Discord is giving me red light for you.
Interesting. It's probably me.
Wait.
It's probably Cliberty.
Yeah, damn you, Cleverty.
God damn it, man. What was I going on about? Oh yeah, the pacing's so good, man, because we just go from one thing to another and we immediately just get to the actual basketball game. And
I believe that the pacing was an attempt to make it feel like a Looney Tunes cartoon because these cartoons were like 15 to 30 minutes long.
yeah.
I believe that the longest was 30 minutes.
No,
So they tried to make it
these
feel
old
like that, like,
those old cartoons were like
long.
10 minutes long, most of the time.
yeah. Yeah, so basically, I believe that was their attempt to actually make it feel like a cartoon per se.
Yeah, and I can definitely appreciate that. You know, it doesn't waste it. The movie knows what it is, and it doesn't waste your time. It doesn't bullshit you with a overcomplicated plot or nonsensical or whatever. The movie, the filmmakers knew this is a stupid movie, so that people can just enjoy it and just that, nothing else, nothing deep. No deep messages, no lesson to be learned, just have fun. And I can appreciate that, you know?
I mean, I mean, even the comment. Sorry for interrupting you, but even the commentary on Disney wasn't that deep. It was like, yeah, these guys are trying to own everything. Here it is. Here's our take on that.
Yeah.
It wasn't anything deep. They're bad guys and they should be stopped or anything like that. No. It was like, no. This is what it is. It is, and that's it.
So, by the way, I guess that as a kid, I was dumb and I didn't understand the whole Michael's secret stuff because I actually did, just like the Looney Tunes, I did thought that it was actual secret stuff, special stuff that they were drinking and not faucet water. So them
You
them
fell
thinking that
for
it
it.
was, yeah, I was like the Looney Tunes. I fell for it, man. I believed that it was the secret juice, the secret Michael juice.
You
So
believe you could fly, but you could not.
yeah, man. I like that part where they actually drink it and they like become super confident and just start wrecking shop.
And then there's Bugs Bunny.
When he drinks it for the first time and he's like super,
He gets super buff. He gets like abs on top of his abs.
he
on top of
becomes
his
he becomes
abs.
Arnold. He becomes Arnold in that.
He does become Arnold. Bugs Bunny as Arnold. I mean, Arnold as Bugs Bunny. I mean, either word would
Same
work.
thing. Same thing. Hey, what's up, Duck? It's Wabbit season. Duck season. Fire.
I mean, it was kind of hilarious because they could always do all that
Yeah,
crazy
they could always do that
body
stuff. It's
modifying
just that,
things and everything like that.
yeah, they could
They were-
always do that. It's just that
Unmotivated or
they didn't have the confidence to do it. But
Yeah.
um,
Also, freaking Michael Jordan in the last 10 seconds actually learning that the Looney Tunes worlds, you can do
you can do anything.
and it doesn't hurt you.
It was
And
like,
That's when Michael knew
Now you learn that.
logic is just bullshit.
yeah, they
Learn to play
like
Looney
John
Tunes.
said, yeah, they started playing like Looney Tunes because Wile E. Coyote started using explosives. I didn't. John, can you tell me what the reference to Elmer Fudd and Yosemite Sam was in that? Because when I was a kid, I always thought
it was Men in Black.
when I was a
Yeah, I
kid, I
thought it
always
was
thought
Men
that
in
it was
Black.
Men in Black, but it's not Men in Black because Men in Black, I think that came out the year after this. I believe. I think that it's, and also they're using real guns. They're not using alien guns like the Men in Black
True.
would. Pulp Fiction? Oh, okay.
Pulp Fiction.
Okay, interesting. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I wanted to ask that because I was like, as a kid, I always thought that it was Men in Black. But yeah, it's not Men in Black. It's I was like, Pulp. I didn't think that it would be Pulp Fiction. I was like, Reservoir Dogs, Unusual Suspects, or something like that. I don't know, but Pulp Fiction makes sense now.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, it
mean,
does
since for kids would never understand that shit because that's an R-rated movie. Come on, like,
He has our
um,
best, our favorite
The- the-
motherfucker.
oh yeah,
there, there, there were a lot of jokes here that were
oh yeah.
quote unquote not
There-
kid friendly.
Obviously, whenever there's these types of cartoons, there's always going to be like these jokes that are meant to go over kids' heads, and adults will get, you know.
Yeah.
Especially when those messages are mixed messages telling you to look at the bunny. Look at the bunny. Which, by the way, great turnaround for Bugs. From being hated by for calling her doll, he got smooshed when he. See, kids, you gotta learn. All you gotta do is make sure
I have
that there's a girl that's about to get trampled by a huge freaking alien, and just sacrifice yourself to save her, and she'll smoosh you. You know,
Hey,
that's the.
if a car is gonna run over a girl, just push her. You either save her and actually leave for her to actually kiss you, or you can get isekai. Either way works.
Exactly. Like, Jesus
Yeah,
H.
I know you like that one.
Lion doesn't remember Konosuba, where he died. of a heart attack.
I don't re-
Curse
That's the
struck
one.
him.
That's the one
I don't remember any of that. So so the quiz between Michael and Bugs, that's made some fan fiction, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Nah, what are you talking
But-
about, man?
And then at the end, Bugs Bunny kisses Lola Bunny, and here I have horny Lola Bunny, because she goes. She gets very excited after Bugs Bunny kisses her.
Yeah.
What happened after that?
Many more. The Tiny Toons were born. When did the Tiny
Biology.
Toons? When did the Tiny
Biology.
Toons? Tiny Toons was after Space Jam, right? I think. I think the Tiny
yeah, it
Toons
wasn't
was
more-
after.
Oh,
It was 90s, but
I believe that it was
Tiny-
a more modern. No, I believe that it was early 2000s.
No, it was
It-
before. Tiny Toon Adventures, an American animated comedy
Yeah.
television series that was broadcast from September 14, 1990. So no, it was before. Okay.
yeah, because I remember
Interesting.
the Super Nintendo game was released.
Oh
in
yeah. True.
1994, I believe.
Yeah, true. Anyways, Babs and Buster Bunny aren't related to Bugs Bunny apparently either way. So, I mean,
Oh,
I think that they're like
too.
nephews. I think that they're like nephews or something. I don't know. But anyways, I found it interesting that before the transformation into the Monstars, the orange alien was kind of the leader of the bunch. And once they transformed, his leadership was never brought back. Like, once they transformed, they lost... All of them lost their personalities, kind of. Like, they all
They
acted
became
pretty much
monsters.
the same, with the exception of the blue one, which was the dummy one. But it was always like... I always see the green one...
The green one was the brute one.
Yeah, but I always saw him as the main one, kind of. I don't know why. Because it's supposed to be the orange one, because he was the leader before the transformation. I don't know. I just noticed that, and I was like, huh. But yeah, the Monstars, once they become the Monstars, they're pretty generic. They're pretty forgettable. Like, they don't even have names, so... You know, you just know that they're the opposing force and nothing else.
They don't even have numbers in their t-shirts, in their jerseys.
No, they have the zero, all of them. So
Hey, the stream is back.
yeah, it is. That's what I've been saying. So we're close to wrapping up. Don't worry. What was I gonna say? Danny DeVito as the main guy. How did you guys feel about it? I was a little bit conflicted because I don't know if I really liked him in, like, I love Danny DeVito, but I don't know if it like matched too well.
Okay, so they do have names.
They have names?
Yeah, it is Pound, Bang, Bupkus, Blanco, and Not.
Which are never said in the
They
movie, so it's the
prefer-
equivalent of nothing to me.
Basically.
It's,
Pound is the
I
orange,
mean, they
Bang is the green, Bumpkus is the purple, Blanco is the blue, and Not is the red.
Hmm.
This is all from the Villain Wikipedia.
Jesus. John says, I forgot the best line in the movie. Larry's not white. He's clear. That's what we that's what we say about Mythos, you know? Mythos isn't white. He's clear.
I mean, it was
Am-
it was
am I
Bill Murray
correct?
in all his Bill Murrayness,
Yeah.
asking,
Yeah.
because I'm white, that you won't accept me in the NBA.
Yeah. But yeah, going back to Danny DeVito, I don't know. How did you guys feel about him? Because I was middle of the road.
I mean, it really went over my head because he just appeared at the beginning and at the end.
Yeah, that's also a thing. Like, he doesn't show up much.
Yeah, it didn't have much screen time.
Yeah.
But the way I felt about him was like when I made the connection between the commentary that this was Disney and this guy being like a mob boss, because that's how they draw him and interpret him. That's the personality I see from him. I was like, okay, I can kind of see it, but it's like you. To me, it's just another mob boss there to be either hurt, killed, or sent in a rocket, which is what happened to him.
Hmm. Yeah, he's basically just a generic mob boss. Just
Yeah. He's
again,
the
the-
trash man.
But again, the focus of the movie isn't him or the monsters for that matter. I mean, it should be, because they're the ones that are coming to kidnap the Looney Tunes to take them. Again, like I said, their personalities just washed away once they became the monsters. Like they all meshed together once they became the monsters, with the exception of the blue one, because he was the dumbest one. So, but
The sign of the monsters was it was very heavily based on the basketball players that they had the powers from.
oh yeah, but yeah, because the green one had the same flat top that I forget his name, whatever his
Yes.
name was. The
Yeah,
Yeah.
when they transform into the monster, their physiques are kind of like they try to like make them look like
Exactly.
big buffy monster, but at the same time they kind of like resemble their respective
yeah,
like
specifically the red one,
player.
which is based on Mupsy, who is the shortest one of the five.
Yeah, it is the shortest.
So their transformation was also very anime. Yeah, kind of. But yeah, I think that. What was what else was I trying to remember? Once they win the
So-
game, Michael
Yeah.
just goes back for one last baseball game, I guess. Also, now that I remember that, because this is a Looney Tunes movie, there was never a report of like an alien spacecraft making a hole in front of a fucking Walmart or whatever that store was, a department
That is
store.
true.
There was never a single mention of that in the news. Like, there was the news of the basketball players getting their getting like quote unquote sick and shit and whatnot, but it was never like, oh, aliens or something. Or
Exactly.
something made a big hole in front of this. We never heard any of that. So also,
And
people
that
were
was
not
because-
phased.
and that was
People
because
wanted
some-
Michael. Yeah, G.
and that was because the players were freaking out that they didn't want to lose their talent. That's why the reports were coming in that they were closing the stadium, that they were doing all this crazy shit because the players didn't want to play.
Yeah.
No one
Which,
questioned,
by the way,
like you said, no one questioned Michael disappearing suddenly from golf hole. And no one questioned, like,
Bill Murray and Larry,
there's a Looney Tunes world.
they were like, I wonder where Michael went. I bet he probably just disappeared. Like, they saw him get kidnapped right in front of their eyes, and they're
Yeah.
like, I bet he just wanted away from. What? Oh God.
I mean,
There
not,
is
not even
there
Michael
was a
Peter Rice
lot
at Looney
that-
Tune Land. He didn't even question anything. He was just like, oh,
yeah, people in this
Well,
universe are like nonchalant. They just
Daffy checked him. He said he was a-okay. So
Yeah.
But the crazy thing is that he was like, oh, you mean you're real?
exactly.
let's go.
It was like nothing phased him. He was like, "You guys ain't real. Okay, you guys are real. I'll play with you. Sure."
I mean, John, to be honest, I don't know, because Warner Brothers like real life, and then there's the Looney Tunes who are in the center of the universe. So maybe some people know that the Looney Tunes are actually real or something.
The Warner Brothers know. They are like
They
the
will-
Illuminati. They always know. So,
Oh yeah.
They belong
but-
to Warner Brothers.
but also at the end when Michael comes in the spaceship,
The
and
spaceship.
people wanted Michael so much that they weren't phased by a fucking spaceship just landing in the fucking playing field. They saw Michael and went, "Ah, Michael!"
It was just a
ah!"
strange looking helicopter. It's alright.
Yeah. Yes,
Everybody
of
has
course.
seen a helicopter.
Yes. I mean, it is Michael Jordan. I guess that's why they were like, "Oh, this might be like a prototype or some new ship that."
John, I asked the same question.
Why did Michael have a paperclip in his ear? Oh yeah. Yeah, that was weird. It's kind of like to represent there's nothing inside, but there was just like that one random paperclip. Like, I don't know. Just some random shit that they threw in there. I don't know.
Too logic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the thing is, the paperclip was actually like all like part of it was straightened up. So it wasn't that he just put a paperclip on his ear. He was like trying, I guess, to like pick his ear with it, and then it's just
Oh yeah. Oh, aha! Yeah.
that's just how Michael rolls. That is true.
Jesus.
Maybe
H.
that
Christ.
paperclip gives him the power to play baseball. Maybe that's the secret.
No, that paperclip
Basketball.
doesn't give him the power to play baseball because he sucked at
Yeah,
playing baseball.
Basketball.
Oh man.
That
But
that ball sport that you use a bigger ball.
yes. Anything else that either of you want to before we get to ratings and shit? Anything else that you guys remember or want to point out or something that I might have missed?
Well, for my part, I think I'm good.
Yeah. The kid sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's not that's it.
Wait.
That's it.
We good?
Yeah. Rating
Lola Bonnie.
We're good.
Just that Lola. Will the sequel be a true sequel?
That Lola, man.
I'm
I
not
don't
looking forward
think
to
it will.
the fucking new one, man. I'm not looking forward to it. Yeah, the dog looked like shit. Some of the CGI, some of the green
They are
screen.
not gonna be.
Oh, the green screen wasn't great. Yeah. Man. Going into this review, I wasn't sure what I was gonna give this movie. Surprise, surprise! I never know what the hell I'm going to give the movie. It's every week. It's the same thing. Oh, and slavery. Right. It's the same thing. But you know, talking about it with you guys, has made it a little bit more clear what I'm going to give the movie. Like I said, I have heavy nostalgia for this movie. I've watched this movie so much as a kid. It's not perfect. It's absolutely not perfect. Not in the slightest. But, you know, I can appreciate the movie for what it is, for just being a short digestible, good time. The ratings, may the force be with. No, the force is strong with this one. Is the highest one. It's a whopper. Life is good, but it could be better. Leave the gun, take the cannoli. That's no good. And put the cookie down. And also, I was frozen today. For when you don't know what the hell to give the movie if it leaves you frozen today. Yeah, I have heavy nostalgia for this movie, and even with that, I did see a lot of the movie's shortcomings. Like I said, Michael's acting when he gets to the Looney Tunes world isn't the best. It's still not horrible. Again, look at the kids. The kids, that was truly where the bad acting was. The dog didn't look great. I still stand that it didn't look as bad as you guys are making it sound, because I still think that the basketball ball form Michael is way the worst CGI in the whole movie.
Than the dog, but still the dog was pretty bad.
Like I said, the green screen for a lot of it, for me personally, didn't look great. Specifically when Bill Murray shows up at the end. Like, I think that's where it looks the worst. That you can see, literally see, they're in front of a fucking green screen. What other shortcoming does the movie have aside from those things? I think that's about it for the shortcomings. I think that, like I said, it has a fast pace. It gets to the point surprisingly fast. And again, when both worlds are separated, I think the movie works perfectly, honestly. Like Michael dealing with his shit and Bugs dealing with the aliens, I think that it works really well. And you can put this movie in the back burner, in the background, and just have it there as background noise while you're grinding in an RPG or something, and it wouldn't bother you. It really wouldn't bother you or anything. So this movie, I'm gonna give it a life is good, but it could be better. Mostly because of the nostalgic ties that I have to it, because I grew up with it and I've watched it so many times in my lifetime. I can't overlook its shortcomings, like I said, but for me personally, the good outweighs the bad. So that's about it. Let me read what John said. It was my first time seeing it. I had heard about it for years, so I went in with some expectations, not very high ones. I enjoyed it a lot. I have no interest in basketball, so that's nothing for me, but I love Looney Tunes. I can see myself watching this when I just want to enjoy something fast. Yeah, it's very digestible. You can just watch it unlike Independence Day last week when I had to watch it in between two sittings. So this one, you can just watch it in one or leave it in the background and almost pay no attention to it. Just listen to it in the background. I'm giving it a life is good. It could be better. Gentlemen, I leave it to you guys. Everyone wants to go first.
So let me say that John should get a camera and a mic and get in here. Anyway.
John could substitute one of you two whenever one of you two can't do anything if he wants to.
Great. Now I'm gonna be watching my back constantly, making sure that nothing bad happens.
John, you want to take my place?
Anyway, so
I am a slave here. Please.
No, and especially no. Okay, not yet. Maybe next year, but you are not escaping from the next movie that we're gonna do. I'm still not gonna say what it is yet.
Continue.
G, continue.
where was I? Oh yeah. To me, I'm like you. I ride on nostalgia on this, but seeing it again today and then like watching it and going it really fast and the commentary on Disney and everything, I was like well, I don't know. I was frozen today for me
Oh,
because I
okay,
don't know
interesting.
if it's just nostalgia that I see it as a good movie, or if it's me like pointing out the flaws and finding the flaws now that I rewatch it again as an adult, that I find that it's not a really great movie. So that's why I don't know what to give it. So I'm right there, split in the middle, like Frozen. I don't know what to go. Right? I don't know. But
Okay.
just because I'm saying that that I'm giving it the rating that was Frozen today, that I think that it's a bad movie. It's just that I don't know if I'm right on nostalgia for calling it good, or I don't know.
Yeah. The I Was Frozen Today rating is mostly used so that in case we have this problem of I can't decide whether to go one way or the other, so I just it's like a true neutral stance on it. It doesn't signify that the movie's necessarily good or bad. She is slowly turning into a transformer.
Autobots transform and roll out.
Like if you remember, I did give Fast and Furious the same rating of I Was Frozen Today because, and I really like that movie. It's just that I couldn't tell if I liked it as more of a certain rating than the other. So I copped out. That's basically what
Exactly.
I did. Mitos. Which, by the way, I do need to remind you guys that the I Was Frozen Today rating does have a refresh rate, so you can't use it for the next review.
It has a cooldown.
It has a cooldown. You can't use it. You can't cop out for the next review. Just saying. Just a warning.
Every movie from now on, I Was Frozen Today.
No. That's why I'm saying it, because you're not gonna do that.
All right,
The-
so I give this movie.
It's like Uraga.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true. I give this movie. It's a Whopper because goddamn Lola Bunny.
Here we go.
Mwah,
Fuck that.
perfection.
I'm out. I know.
I mean, Bugs Bunny is
It's not
a
taken
very lucky
seriously.
bastard. 100%. I know Lion will one day accept that he's a furry. I believe G maybe. I think G is closer than Lion to actually accept it that he's a furry. But anyways, God, I don't know. I'm gonna send you to.
Oh goddamn.
The thing with this movie is you either go. Oh, what happened there, Lion? What happened to you?
I shut it down.
You just want to hide from accepting that you are actually a furry.
Just get one with the rating. We're not here to talk about me and my deep, dark, repressed feelings.
So yeah, we all ride this movie with nostalgia. At least us three.
Yeah, not so much
is the
John,
first-
but
this is the first time. But even so, with John, he actually heard of the movie.
oh yeah,
Like unlike like coming from like a new movie, you need a percent bar under you. All of the build up for I Am Frozen Today. Oh, so you're saying like a freaking god, the Final Fantasy 7 gauge. I forgot the name.
yeah, the ATV bar, yeah,
Yeah,
the limit break bar.
Thanks to
Yeah.
John, we're an RPG now.
Yep,
yeah. This is
it was just a matter of time.
But Yeah, I think again I'm between. I was frozen today, but I think I'm gonna save mine for later. If this
You should.
movie, I should definitely, especially
Specific
for when. Huh?
Specifically, you might want to keep it for maybe the next movie. I'm not. That'll give you an idea of what kind of movie we're gonna watch next time.
I think I had an idea then. Is it gonna be a cartoon movie?
Nope. You're gonna
Okay,
wish it
then-
was.
Oh,
Let me say it to you in let me say it to you in Spanish. No te preocupes por eso, papito, que destruir que hagamos nosotros.
yeah. So I will give this movie Life is Good, but it could be better. Like
Okay.
Good.
the movie did in terms of like the crossover, of course they did it well. One of like some of the scenes just look not good. Fuck the kids. But overall, the final match was very good to watch. Was very fun to watch. Also fuck the porn music thingy. Except the bunk and the fortune teller. Those two are still fucking amazing scenes.
I mean, the porn music was the best part.
Yeah, but no, no.
It didn't. It didn't match the movie at all.
But yeah, the movie went from point A to point B, or from point A, or from the start to the climax very fast. And of course, they put all the emphasis in the match, which again, it was a lot of fun to watch. But yeah, the movie still has its flaws, but I still like the movie. Yeah, and also Lola Bunny. I like this movie as I like Lola Bunny. I don't like Lola Bunny now. What's that? I mean the freaking new Lola Bunny.
Hashtag
Yeah.
not my Lola Bunny.
Yeah, hashtag not my Lola Bunny.
Hashtag not my Lola. John, the only thing that I'm gonna say, what the next movie is,
You just saw what John typed at the end.
I'm not gonna repeat it because
Don't worry.
we don't want to get.
No. Don't say Ryan, don't say anything about the next movie. Just text it.
I still want to say something for everybody else watching. Ice Baby.
Okay.
If John, if you don't got it with that, I'll message you on Messenger and let you know. I'm gonna hold off from saying what the next movie is, at least until maybe the day before, because I need Mitos to watch the
right?
movie. What?
This one is on the 25, right?
If G is back by the 25, yes.
Okay. Gotcha.
I'll be back by the 25. Don't worry.
I'll be
Okay.
back.
Trust me, you're gonna wish it were animated. You're gonna wish it were something else. And you have G to thank for, by the way. Just saying.
Oh god.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But
Nothing.
yeah, I'll tell you what it
Whisper
is after the stream, John. But anyways, guys, even with our tumultuous goddamn Liberty internet trying to mess up, we did it. We reviewed Space Jam, and we barely used any clips from the movie this time. Yay! God damn.
And also, we are still under 2 hours actually.
We are still under 2 hours, so before we keep going, let's just end it here. So, Mitos, tell the kids where they can find you.
You can find me over at twitch.tv/MizosGaming29 and also on YouTube. Just YouTube search me because I'm still not with 100 subscribers, so I still can't change my URL. Damn it. But one day.
Maybe
I'll be
someday.
back tomorrow. Yeah, maybe someday. I'll be back tomorrow with the continuation of Horizon Zero Dawn. I am finally going through the story mission, and I think I'm just gonna go from story to the story mission now until the end of the game, and then after that, it's gonna be the Frozen Wilds, which, by the way, Lion,
No.
these past 2 streams of Horizon Zero Dawn, I'm actually playing it on super hard, and it's been a lot of fun.
Wow.
Oh boy.
So yeah, some of the
Midos is the masochist.
I'm actually getting killed. I'm actually getting killed now, because even in hard,
Don't
I was not getting killed.
don't worry. Fire Claws and Frost Claws are gonna kick your ass as well.
That's gonna be fun. But yeah.
Yeah.
After that, I don't know, because I kind of want to start a new game for Thursday. Thursday and Friday, but I don't know what to start. And also, Genshin Stream on the 23rd. I'm gonna be playing the 2.0, aka Buba Katana.
Buba Katana is sadly still not going to be available to use your primos on.
Yes.
Sadly.
Yeah, but I'll at least I'll have the Primus, because I used all of freaking Kazuha and he never came back. Or he never came home, so I need 4,200, and I have only 1,000.
Yeah,
So it gives me
Midos. We have a game for you. It's called Trails of. Have you heard of Trails of Cold Steel, sir?
Oh yeah, I've heard that game. Lion said he was gonna buy me the trilogy on Steam. He
I'm
never
not
did.
gonna buy you shit. I'm not gonna buy
Oh.
you shit.
You said if
can
you're
give
gonna
you-
play it, I'll even gonna buy it for you.
No, absolutely not.
You said that before 3 came out. And I still remember that.
No, I did not. There's no proof of that, and I did not. So no. G is still working on it. He will.
But don't
We will-
worry,
we-
I already have the concept down.
Okay. We will get that battle station fully operational soon enough. Speaking of battle
If you
station,
need-
probably next Sunday, since there's not gonna be any mystery movie friends. Maybe there will be Command Center podcast episode 2, since Loki season 1 is ending this week. And because Space Jam 2, I can do reviews of both of those things. Talk about them. Talk about trailers like I did last time. That you guys submit or something. You know, I know
The State
John.
of Play.
Podcast, huh?
State of Play already happened. That's the past, man, and nobody cared about that. Not even PlayStation care about it. So
True.
bad.
True.
But if anything interesting happens, you know, during this week, you know that I'll probably cover it. But I'll be back tomorrow. Oh boy. Tomorrow. You know what tomorrow's gonna happen, Midos?
More is gonna
Oh,
be
banana!
I was
Donkey
gonna
Kong
say-
64!
I was
God.
gonna sing the DK rap, and you suddenly went, "Oh, banana." I'm like, well, that's actually better.
Yeah. DK. Donkey
He's
Kong.
the leader of the bunch. You know
He's
him
gonna
well.
fist me in the
Oh, Jesus.
Anyways, I'll be back tomorrow for
I
Donkey
don't know
Kong
what you two
64.
are playing.
This week's episode of First Strike, don't miss it. It's gonna be Space Jam as well as Looney Tunes Space Race in the first Strike Cross First Lap episode. So yeah, look forward to that. I don't know what else I'm going to be doing during the week. We'll see. Once I get my work schedule, I will devise a plan to take over the world. Anyways, people, till next time, may your hearts be your guiding key. Remember, stay inside,
Fun.
stay alive, stay hydrated, and be kind to everybody. And oh, banana! Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Peace out.